countdown begins.
Fresh.
You're listening to the Plumbing Sales Coach, where we give companies the strategies and skills to create a massive customer following.
Fresh.
And now, your host, Chris. Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of The Fresh Approach. And today we're going to talk about a biggie, and that's how the little things can lead to the big things, good or bad and indifferent. We're going to talk about that, and specifically in what areas of our business that this can have an effect. Now listen, if you're a technician or you're someone who doesn't necessarily own a business, you can apply this directly to your life. This will no doubt be exactly the same no matter what you do, but we're going to apply it specifically as it relates to the business owner in the service plumbing business and how you portray yourself, how you put yourself out there with your company, because this is going to be the thing that ultimately leads to whether or not you're a huge company, small company, medium company, successful company, unsuccessful company, and what kind of reputation you have in your community. And we talk about this all the time on this show. Your real goal, your real desire should be serving your community, and that's what we're all about. We're going to talk about those things. In fact, there's 3 areas that we're going to highlight and focus. Before we go too far into that, I want to make sure that you guys understand that we have a lot of things out there to offer, and so we want to make sure you're able to access those and get those. And so you can easily go to theplumbingsalescoach.com, request the ebook. You can go to our website, request an ebook. We have a free ebook we send out. Also, you can get more information about our products and services, find out how we can help you, and sometimes you can ask us a question. We'll just give you the answer. It's that simple. So reach out to us, www.theplumbingsalescoach.com. Message us on Facebook, or just, I guess, send us a telegram. That's another way to get a hold of us. We'll take it. We'll take it. I personally like candy bars. If you're going to say candy bars, send Reese's Pieces. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but seriously, Reese's Pieces. I like those. Not the little bag of Reese's Pieces, like the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. That's what I meant to say. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, the 4-pack. Don't be cheap. All right, so let's talk about what we're talking about, the little things leading to the big things. And the first thing I want to highlight is social media. This is a big deal. Social media is a big deal. If you don't know about social media, or you're not aware of social media, well, you've been under a rock. And quite honestly, I'm not even sure how you found this podcast. But social media is a big deal. In fact, social media is just exactly what it is. It's media that's social. It's this idea of getting information out to society, getting information out to friends and family, to your community, to your network, and every platform is different. You know, when you go to a restaurant, a barbecue restaurant, you go there to eat barbecue. That's why you're there. If you go to an amusement park, you don't typically eat barbecue while you're riding the roller coaster for a lot of reasons. And the reality is that on social media, there are different aspects to every platform. You've got LinkedIn, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram, you've got TikTok, you got Blippity Skippities, you got Periscope, Rip Rap, you got, I don't know, I'm just making them up. But you got so many, and they're coming out daily. Every single day there's a new one. There's some new social media influencer out there telling the world how to be whatever they think you should be, or they're just making people laugh. And we've even talked behind closed doors with my clients about the importance of entertaining and informing your customers, your following. That's what's happening there. And so Instagram, we learned that pictures are important, and we learn on Facebook it's about sharing the reality of what's happening and not being all stock photo and professional. It's more about being real and transparent. We learn these things about social media, but what I really want to talk about today is this. The little things lead to the big things, and what I mean by that is, who are you attracting? Who are you talking to when you post, when you share, when you do it, whatever it is that you do? I see too many times plumbing business owners, plumbing business technicians. Listen, for you techs, for you CSRs, you service managers, your personal pages are public. The owners can see what you're about. The customers can see what you're about. Owners, you're connected typically to your business page. People can see what you're about. Don't cause division in what you're about. Don't drive people away accidentally in what you're not saying or what you are saying. Don't be so political. It's not the place. It's just not the place. But I got to take a stand. I can't just sit idly by. Okay. Become a politician. Start a newspaper. Look, be appropriate with what you are as it relates to social media. These little things, these little posts, they lead to big things. You posting pictures of what you do with your family on the weekend tells people that you're a human. It leads to the bigger picture. It leads to the fact that I want to do business with local businesses. This is a local person, and this is someone who has a family, and this is someone who acts and behaves normally as I do, and I can relate to that, and I want to do business with them. Versus posting the fancy paragraph about how, well, let me tell you, if you go into a restaurant and order a steak for $85 and then ask them why it's so expensive, and then they start explaining, don't post that stuff. You're not talking to the right people. Yes, other plumbers will love it. Other service trades will love it. Other technicians will love it. Other owners will love it. They'll think you're the coolest. They'll think it's the most awesome. Oh, he said what I've been thinking this whole time. But who are you relating to? That little relation, that little connection to the wrong person disconnects you from the right person. And you need to understand that. Technicians, humans, people, anyone out there, owners, anyone listening to this podcast right now, for over 30 some odd thousand people that just seem to always listen to this podcast, please hear me when I say this. You have to disconnect your personal opinions, your personal needs from your audience. It's got to be about them. It has to. How can you entertain and inform them? How can you speak into their life? That's what they're looking for. They want to be entertained and they want to be informed. Now, look, speaking of which, I just mentioned we have a lot of people that have downloaded this podcast. Go, please keep listening to the podcast. Please give us some feedback. Leave a review. Let us know what you think about it. But that makes you a member of the Fresh Force. Being an advocate for who we are and what we do, not just for the plumbing sales coach, but for yourself. Service over sales. This idea that you're the one that's in the community always serving. You're the one who is out there making an impact. Look, we tell our clients all the time, we are nothing more than a book. It's up to you to read that book and apply it. It's up to you to take it into the community and use it. It's up to you to make sure that you implement what you need to implement so your customers can have a better experience. And if you're all about people being about service, whether it is that you're the consumer or you're the provider, then you are a member of the Fresh Force. You are an advocate for service over sales, and we want to know who you are. Like us, follow us on Facebook, like us and follow us on YouTube and Instagram, and more importantly, message us. Let us know what an impact this has had on you and what kind of an impact you're making in your community. Now, that leads me to my second point. We talked about social media and how you are online, but how are you in person? Point number 2, in-person professionalism. What do you look like? More importantly, what do you smell like? Do you smell like a cigarette? You've heard me talk about this before. Do you brush your teeth? I mean, these are real talk. It's important. In fact, I always tell technicians, I always tell people this. Be the position you want to be, not the position you are. You understand? If you want to be a general manager one day, you want to be an entrepreneur one day, you want to be an owner one day, you got to act like that now. You got to take responsibility now. You got to take ownership now. Attitude, initiative, those are what I hire people on. I hire people who have initiative, and I hire people that have the right attitude, and the higher aptitude they have, then the more valuable they become, because the more they can learn. But attitude, character. Who are you? Owners, who are you? Sure, you've got Chris. I'm putting out posts for guys to come work here. I'll give them the world, $10,000 bonus. I'll give them this. What do you like to be around? What's it like to be in your shop? What's it like to work at your company? Do you stand up for your customers? Do you stand up for your guys? You know, are you an advocate for your customer? Your technicians are your first customer. You got to look out for the customer. You got to look out for the technician. You got to look out for everybody. Are you allowing bad apples to stay too long? Are they causing issues with other people? Are they making the place less desirable to work? Do people talk about one another? Do you shut that down? Do you have a good culture? Who are you as a person? because that will then start the process to develop the culture that you then have to live in, work in, and provide for in. And I'm telling you right now, that in-person professionalism will be the catalyst, will be the difference maker, will be the change of agent that you need inside of your own business so you can then affect the outcome of the experience the customer has in their home. Make no mistake, the way that your customer is treated in the shop will affect the way they treat the customer in the home. The way that they're treated on the way that they get to the home, i.e. the van that they drive, the wrap that it's wrapped in, the look of the uniform, if they have a uniform, the tools that are provided or not provided, what they work with and don't work with. Some shops have pro press for all their guys. Man, that's nice to work with some professional stuff. A lot of athletes talk about wanting to play for the Lakers or wanting to play for the Yankees because of the ability to become better. The best want to work with the best. If you're not offering the best, you're not going to attract the best. Don't be so confused on why they don't want to work there. Most of you won't even realize that. What you'll say is that there's no plumbers in my town. I can't even answer that. I can't even address that statement. That statement in its own self doesn't make. There's no plumbers in your town? Yes, there are. They're working where they want to work. Become a place they want to work. It's that simple. It really is. Takes time. It's not easy. It's that simple. Look, this is the stuff we talk about. This is the stuff we coach on. You want better guys? Make your guys better. You want more calls? No, do more with your calls. And you don't need buying customers. You need to give them a reason to buy. I stuttered on my own. I get so excited right here because listen, here's the thing. We can help 100% guaranteed, not even making this up, but it's up to you to take the first step and it's up to you to apply and want to be different. Who do you want to be? What kind of reputation do you want to have within your own community? What kind of a company do you want to be, not only to your employees, but to your customer? We can help you do that. We can help you be Disney. We can help you have the price of the Magic Mountain, and we can help you put them both out of business. If you listen to the show long enough, that'll make sense to you. All right, listen, reach out to us, www.theplumbingsalescoach.com. Service over sales, that's what we're going to teach you, and that's how we're going to treat you. We'll get your questions answered. We'll get you the information you need, and maybe we'll become a working relationship, or maybe we won't, but at least you'll know. Reach out to us, www.theplumbingsalescoach.com. We'll help you double, triple, and even quadruple your ticket averages. More importantly, your bottom line. All right, listen, the last point. This is so important because the first two things we talked about developed this last thing. The first two things we talked about, the little things lead to the big things. The idea that how you interact on social media, who you're talking to, what you're talking about. And then in person, who are you? What do you smell like? What do you look like? What do you act like? You fun to be around? Does it suck to be around you? Do I feel better when I'm around you? Do I feel worse when I'm around you? Are you the reason why I keep going? Are you the reason why I need to get around someone to keep going? Because that's going to develop point number 3, which is reputation. See, reputation is like credit. You can't fake it. You can fake who you want people to think you are, but you can never fake who people find out you are. It's fun when you fake it in the beginning. They say, fake it till you make it. Well, I'm going to tell you something. If you fake it till you make it, it ain't worth having when you get it. Be genuine, be you, be real. Be about it. Don't just be a resounding gong, a memorized script, some sort of tape recorded message about service. Be it. You know, my kids see how I tip. My friends see how I tip. My friends and family see how I treat others when I'm ordering something and it's not going my way. My friends and family see how I treat others within the business. My friends and family see everything. Your reputation is important. Your reputation is going to be the catalyst. It'll be the difference in whether or not long-term you're always having to offer or always having to find or always chasing down talent. Look, there's guys in the industry that I know people want to work for. And there's other guys in the industry that I know people won't work for. Based on reputation. Based solely on reputation. zero encountering, zero experience of their own, zero knowledge firsthand, solely based on what everyone else says and thinks about you. Look, this should be challenging right now. This should be cutting you at your core right now. You should be wondering to yourself, what is my reputation? What am I doing on social media? What am I doing in person that I realize and don't realize, consciously and subconsciously, doing or not doing, that's affecting the reputation that I'm building within my community? That's absolutely going to decide whether or not I'm that business that's been around for 70 years and everyone wants to work for and everyone wants to do business with, or I'm that company that's been around for 70 years and no one can figure out why. Or more importantly, I used to own a business and it didn't work out. Or more importantly, I'm on my 5th job because everyone keeps firing me. Do you understand how important this becomes? Your job history, your credit history, these are indicators of your reputation. They're equally important as it relates to getting a job. They're important as it relates to people lending you money. Why would it be any less important when it comes to someone sharing their life with you? That's right. If you go to work for someone or someone comes to work for you, you are in some way, in some form, developing a human contract of relationship that is hard to break. And in order for someone to want to do that, you must, absolutely no negotiable. You got to have a great reputation. You've got to have history that speaks to the idea that what you say you are, you actually are. Because if you can't do that, it won't last. You'll always have guys coming to work for you, and you'll always have guys leaving you. You'll be that person on the internet that has a ton of clients, but they're always new clients. You'll be that church that you go to that never has anyone that's gone there for longer than 2 years. You'll be that. You'll be that. And you won't even know it. That's the worst part. A lot of the times, the people with the worst reputations have the most unawareness. And usually, that's how they got that reputation. Cart before the horse, chicken or the egg. I don't know. Change your attitude and you won't have to worry about it. Guys, I love you. Listen, this is why we have the podcast. I'm so glad that you guys listen to it. It makes all the messages, all the things. I had a guy tell me the other day he binge listens. I don't even know if that's a real thing or what that is, but I absolutely love it. It's the biggest payment you could give me. And so we appreciate it. Please let us know that you follow the show. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to get the ebook. Go out there. It's a free ebook. We cover the 3 big lies, the 3 big mistruths, the big 3 myths that you have probably told yourself or someone has told you that is keeping you from profits. Go on there, www.theplumbingsalescoach.com, or you can just email us. All right, we love you. And as always, remember, serve your communities in everything, not just plumbing. Have a great day.
Fresh.